This is our 2023 Model Y that we just barely purchased last month, and we're in the process of planning our summer road trips. So come with me, and we're going to be camping on some of these road trips. So what I wanted to show you in today's video is our latest accessory that we're going to be using on our camping trips this summer. And this is the travel sleeper. You'll notice in the Model Y that there's this underfloor storage, and this is a mattress that fits down there. Now we have another mattress that I actually purchased years ago and we've used in our Model S on a couple of different camping trips. And this is a full-on just regular air mattress. So as a size comparison, you can see how small this compacts down to. And then it also comes with this pump, which is required. So the space of these two combined. Now that's fine for space, like that's a really good solution, but it is not very comfortable and it's very loud. A couple of years ago, I made a video about going camping with the Model S and this air mattress, and I'll put a card above to that video and you can go see our experience. But as you can see, it takes up a lot more space in the Model S and it definitely does not sit flat in the car. The next mattress I experimented with was actually a 4-inch foam mattress that we use in our hide-a-bed couch. And it is almost the correct width, but it is a little bit too narrow between the narrowest points in the Model S. And then also because the Model S has this ridge where the rear seats fold down, it's about a 3-inch ridge, I put this board in there to ramp down from that ridge. This travel sleeper was sent to us by a company named ForMyTesla. And so this was specifically designed for Teslas, and it actually works in all the models of Model S, X, 3, and Y. So in any case, they sent it to us with the sheets that fit to it perfectly, so I'll demonstrate that here today. And then this is the mattress itself. Now, clearly this takes up a lot more space than this Coleman air mattress. So if space is of the absolute most essence, then you potentially have to go with a regular air mattress. But this is a combination of air mattress and foam. So this is the actual mattress itself right here. And also it comes with this pump. Now, this pump, from what I understand, is not entirely necessary and that this mattress will self-inflate given enough time. But when it does finish self-inflating, it's a little bit more on the soft side, and you can use this pump to make it even more firm if you prefer a firmer mattress. But where this really comes into play is vacuuming out the air when you want to compact it and fold it up tightly like this, so that you can then put it back here in the underfloor storage or in the frunk storage. So as a point of reference, this is the frunk in the Model Y. And so it fits in here just fine, and there's actually space around it still. The tricky thing is getting this compacted tightly enough, again, when we're done using it, so that it takes up this same amount of space. It's always tricky doing that. But as you can see here, this fits just fine in there, no problems. Before we get the air mattress assembled, I just wanted to point out that in the big duffel bag that the mattress came in, it has this smaller sub pocket, and there's a couple of things in here. One of them is the instructions for inflating and deflating the mattress, as well as the storage. So it's got pictures in here and step-by-step instructions on how to do that. And then also has instructions in here on how to use the pump and the care of the pump itself. And then it has a USB cord, and this is USB-C for charging the pump. So it comes with just the cord, but not like the AC adapter that you might need. And then it also comes with patches. So these are TPU patches. Looks like there's 2 of them for if you spring a leak, I imagine. And then lastly, it has these nozzles. So there's 3 of these, and they are different thickness or sizes of nozzles. And these are connected together. You can keep them connected or cut them apart if you want to. So I'm going to put this all back together in here, and then we'll leave this down here. So first off, we have our 7-seater Model Y here, so we're going to be putting down these back seats first, and then there's these levers on the side that lowers the middle row, and they're hitting our front seats, so I'm going to move the front seats forward now. Now ideally, I haven't set this up yet, but I'm going to set up a seating profile, or a profile in the Model Y with seats already adjusted for camping. So when we arrive at where we intend to camp, I'll just move it to the camping profile, and then the seats in the front will already be in the correct position. To do that, I would come up here and click on the profile button, go into the driver profile settings, do add new driver, and then put in the camping name or whatever name you would like, and then click create profile. So now that we've done that, you can see there's a big opening here. Now I'm noticing that the middle row there's a gap right here. And so I'm going to move these back, just like that. So now we have a nice big flat area here to camp in. So then I'm going to take the mattress up here, the travel sleeper. It has 2 bands going around it, and we let that fold out. And then you'll notice I have this backwards. You'll notice that it's tapered. So right here, it's a good shot of that. You can see it's narrower down here, and then it widens out up here. And then that's to fit the car. So this is what it looks like when it's still vacuum sealed, or like it still has suction on the inside. So we have to open up the valves to let it self-inflate. And those are at the wide end. So I'm going to flip this around, and you can see that there is a valve right here. So the way these work, if you come up here closer, Jess, you'll see there's some instructions right here on it. Deflation with air pump, or manual deflation, or close after deflation. You'll see there's 2 caps over here. If I open up the first one, this is a one-way valve so that you can be pumping this and not have anything come out. And then this is just an opening. So this is going to allow air inside. And there's one on both sides. So I'm going to pull these up. So now this is letting air in to the mattress. So this may take a while to inflate, and if you're in a hurry, you can just go ahead and use the pump to push air in. And I'm just going to demonstrate that right here. So on the pump, there's a cover over the power switch right there. So this is the pump on off. And this is where it's sucking in, and this is blowing out right here. So now I've got the nozzle on it. That is the biggest nozzle. And then we'll just go ahead and turn this on, put it in there. Now it's blowing air into it more quickly. So while this is self-inflating, I'm going to go ahead and just let it take its time doing that. We're not going to go camping this very moment. And so I'll reconvene this video when we are up camping in the mountains, and I'm going to test this out for the first time tonight. It is now a few hours later, and it's nighttime, as you can see out the window. And I've got Clara with me, and we're going to go testing out the mattress tonight. Are you excited, Clara? All right, let's do this. We are leaving home here at 79%, and it's 40 degrees outside, so this is not going to be terrible, but it is colder up in the mountains, so we'll see how it goes. We are now up in the mountains, and I can't really show you much. You can see there's a pile of snow here in front of the Model Y, but otherwise everything is in darkness and it's hard to see. So I'll show you our location in the morning. I just wanted to give a quick update on the car. So we ended up arriving here with 69% on the battery. Here in the back, I still have the mattress set up, but kind of just pushed to the side so that Clara could fit in here. I'm going to finish setting up the mattress now. All right, Clara's holding the camera now, and I'm going to put the sheets on the bed. So this, I haven't yet looked at these, and so I'm not totally sure what this is going to look like. It has a nice feel to it. These are definitely silky sheets. Okay, there's multiple. We have, oh, these are the fitted sheets, so those have elastic around the corners. And then this is, oh, there's another piece. So this, I'm guessing, is the pillowcases. Yeah. So it comes with 2 different pillowcases. We're not going to use those tonight. And then we have the top sheet here, and there's a piece of cardboard in it. Okay, so it has matching top sheet and fitted sheet. I finished putting the sheet on the bed. What do you think, Clara?
I like it.
Yeah? Feels good? This is so much better than the air mattress, which took up a lot of vertical space, and it doesn't fit between the narrow parts of the car. So it sticks up on either side and is really loud. Something else I wanted to point out about these sheets is they have actually a pocket right here, about that big, so you can slip your cell phone in or anything else you want to keep track of, your keys or whatnot. Assuming you have 2 people in here, each person has a pocket on either side to hold their stuff while they sleep. And right now I'm going to turn on camping mode, and that is this button right over here, and that keeps the climate control on. I'm going to turn off the heated seats, and then that's good. And I'm going to adjust the temperature. I think I'm going to start out with 75 degrees, and we're going to see how much we like that. So camp mode, 75 degrees, and right now we are at 69% on the battery, and it's 8:20 p.m. So we're going to be, and it's 33 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're going to be monitoring this, and we'll see what it is in the morning, how much energy was consumed throughout the night to maintain 75 degrees for now. I'll let you know if I change this. It ended up getting too hot in here, so I've adjusted it down to 72 degrees, And also I noticed that the heated steering wheel was on, so I just turned that off. We're still at 69%. So let's see where it is in the morning. And then also you can come in here to the climate and you can adjust it from here. And I'm actually going to move this down to 70 because it is just burning up in here. At least I am right now. I might adjust this throughout the night, but that's the convenience of having a cell reception where you're camping. Of course, you have to have reception on both your phone and the car, which for me, both are on AT&T, and so that's working here. And then you can adjust your settings from your phone rather than having to reach up to the front screen in the car. So this is our setup. We have Clara over here, all cozy, with her blankets and sleeping bag and whatnot. And of course she has plenty of leg room. And then it's hard to show myself, but I haven't set up my sleeping bag yet. I will say, so I'm 5'10", so this is my feet touching the end, and my head is pretty much, I don't know, 6 inches away from the chair back. So in other words, I'm 5'10", and I fit in here just fine. And the mattress is extraordinarily comfortable. It is definitely very nice. Don't you think, Clara? Okay, well, we'll wake up in the morning and see where the battery is. Good morning, Clara.
Good morning.
How did you sleep?
Good.
Yeah? Or great?
Great.
All right. Glad to hear it. Let's check on the status of the car. All right, the battery's down to 54% and it's 7:35 a.m. and it's now 24 degrees Fahrenheit outside. That means that we used 15% of the battery overnight, and that is 1.36% per hour that was consumed. And you can see I have it now at 68 degrees Fahrenheit. I had it at 75 in the beginning, and then quickly lowered it down to 70, and then eventually 68. That was about what it was at most of the night. And then of course it's been between 32 to 24 degrees Fahrenheit outside. So how comfortable was the mattress?
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really a good mattress. It's definitely the best one that we've experimented with in this car. And the Model Y is better for camping in as well because the ceiling is a little bit higher than the Model S. At least, the bar right here. This is the screen that comes on during camping mode for a while, and then eventually the screen just blacks out completely. Do you like that, Clara? Something else that I found is it was actually advantageous to slide forward the middle bench right here and leave a gap right here between the middle bench and the rear seats, because it then gave better support up forward, and this gap wasn't noticeable, surprisingly, through the mattress because it has enough support that isn't a problem. So I'm quite pleased with it, and you can see it tapers perfectly with the side of the Model Y right here, and in combination with the Model Y, which has better headroom for camping in, it actually is a really perfect combination. And we're gonna head home now. Did you have fun? Mm-hmm. All right, we'll do it again someday. We are now actually exiting the canyon, and the temperature here is up to 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's an increase of 8 degrees. We are back home and it's still 32 degrees, and the battery is at 53%. It was all downhill, so we literally didn't lose or gain any electricity coming back home. It's now time to pack up the travel sleeper, and I have here the pump, and I've moved the nozzle over to the suck side, and so we need to now pull the air out of this so we can fold it up. I'm going to come around here to this side first. Okay, there we go. So I can feel the air blowing out right here, so it's sucking it from the inside of the mattress. So it's going to take a couple of minutes to get the mattress nice and flattened down, and then I'll show you the rolling up process from there. So now that we've suctioned out all of the air, or at least most of it, I'm going to roll this up, and we want to keep this as tight as possible. And so in my experience with rolling camping gear, usually you got to use your knee to keep it compressed, but this is a little tricky because it's up high. So it might be easier if you take this out on the ground, depending on, of course, where you're located. And of course, there's always a certain amount of what you just saw there, which is some folding of the inner layer, because they're not wrapping around at the same rate. But this is by far the trickiest thing about this mattress, is trying to get it to roll back up with as much density as possible. And it gets harder the bigger it gets. So luckily I have the straps right here, ready to go. Now there's a little bit of air that has built up right there, so I'm going to use the pump to just pull that little bit of excess air out once I finish getting this strap around it. Luckily the strap is plenty long to get around this, even though it's not as small as it was when it was new. And then we can cinch it down some more, but I'm also going to use the pump to suck out a little bit more air now that this is more compressed. Okay, so this is the best I could get, and so the big question is, will this now fit in the sub trunk like it did before when it was new? So moment of truth, and look at that. Yep, definitely fits. It's a little bit of a struggle getting it tight and compact like it was. And also you'll notice right now it's not in the duffel bag that it came in, which is right here. And this duffel bag is quite big. It's definitely longer than it needs to be for the mattress how it currently is folded up. But you could, if you wanted to, not fold it in half first lengthwise, and you could just roll it up, and then this duffel bag would still accommodate the now thinner roll that is longer. But if you want to fit it here in the sub trunk or in the frunk, it definitely has to be folded up the way I've done it. This mattress is going to be really handy to have this summer as we're going on our trips, of which there's going to be some camping trips in there. And so you'll be seeing this mattress in use in future videos as we go on those trips. We're going to be taking a rooftop carrier on the trip this summer, so we're probably going to be stowing this up there in the roof box. And then we'll bring it down and pump it up when we need to use it. Compared to all of the different types of mattresses that I've used in the past in our Model S, which was the air mattress and the foam mattress from our hide-a-bed couch, this is definitely by far the most superior option. It lays flat throughout the whole car, and it doesn't fold up on the sides because it is the correct width where it needs to be. And it's nice that it does widen up in the front area, because then I'm not falling down any holes over there. And I also like that the middle bench can slide forward, and it helps to more evenly support the bed throughout the whole length of the car. And then of course just camping in a Tesla, which isn't unique to the mattress, but it's just so nice and fun to be able to go camping somewhere in crazy environments where you wouldn't want to camp in a normal tent because you'll be really cold or really hot, and it's just convenient that you can just have a climate controlled space, and it really does not use all that much energy. But this mattress specifically is a good has a good feel to it. It's a good thickness, so you don't feel things beneath at all. It's actually about as good as the mattress that we sleep on every day at home. So if you want to pick up your own, I will put a link in the description below to this travel sleeper mattress. And with that, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.